What is up with this? And Patrick Brown, listen, I feel bad for you fucking going through what you've gone through. But you know what? On the other side, I'm thinking, you're a fucking idiot to just give up and surrender, stick your tail between your legs in the first place. But now apparently Patrick Brown is coming back and entering into the fucking PC race to be the conservative leader. Now you've got a lot of people, even myself, kind of fucking rooting for Doug Ford because at least he was someone trying to challenge the status quo. At least he was someone that we knew that had the balls and the courage to stand up in opposition to these fucking central planning hacks, these authoritarians, these fucking parasites that just want to take every last dime in the Canadian people's or the Ontario people's pockets, right? If this controversy hadn't went down the way it did, you know, and Patrick Brown was in leadership, you know, I would even be saying, hey, support this fucking guy so you can get rid of Windbag and not put the NDP or any other socialist fucking parties in power in Ontario because they've already fucking destroyed this province in so many areas, in so many aspects, in so many ways. But it's like, come on, you know, listen, let me just point this out real quick here. I'm not gonna make this video very long, but think about this. By Patrick Brown, you know, not just tucking his tail between his legs and fucking basically stepping down and letting the PCs, the progressive conservatives, run rickshaw all over him and fucking basically throw him to the back of the bus and say, hey, you're not even part of our team anymore. Just by sheer fact that someone made an allegation against the man, what tells you that, yeah, that goes to show you right there is about what your party is all about, what it really represents, right? But in the absence of him being in the leadership race, for Ontarians to vote for, Doug Ford said, hey, listen, I'll step up to the plate. I'll assume that task, that role, that responsibility. And now Patrick's fucking trying to delve back into it. Well, you know, let me just tell you right now. Let me just paint a picture for you, folks. You got two female, well, you got Mulroney, like a legacy fucking politician, more or less, trying to carry on the family name, right? Like, holy fuck, what are we going to turn into, an oligopoly now or a monarchy? And then you got this Elliot, this other one that she already ran twice. So third time's a fucking charm, but apparently the first two times Ontarians saying, hey, we don't want nothing to do with you. That wasn't enough. But you got these two that really shouldn't even be able to challenge. Seemingly, they shouldn't even be a real serious threat or challenge to Patrick Brown. But now that you got Patrick Brown jumping back in the race, so now you got Ford and Patrick Brown. Think about what that's going to do as far as how the votes will play out. If you split the votes between people that want to get rid of the establishment or the status quo or feminism politics or women now dominating politics, now anyone that's against the feminism ideology or feminists in politics, now you're going to have to separate and divide your votes between Patrick Brown and Doug Ford. And by divvying up the votes and splitting those votes, now you've basically given an upper hand to, like I say, Mulroney or this Elliott one, these two feminists that are run for the PC leadership race. I don't know. Sometimes part of my mind starts to think, hey, was this done strategically? I don't know. Maybe the left is truly are fucking much smarter than these dipshits like fucking Patrick Brown. It kind of seems that way. You know, when I look at it from a casual observer perspective, it looks like, well, holy fuck, I couldn't have planned it any better if I wanted to fucking divide the PCs to the point where you can get one of these feminists in power instead of someone that's trying to challenge the status quo. Like, I don't understand. I mean, not that I'm against Patrick Brown. Hey, the guy should have fucking... But like I say, why did you get to the point where you had to go through all that bullshit, stick your tail between... Like, you just set such a terrible precedent, Patrick. You know what? I don't even know what to say much anymore other than... I think, personally, my thing is that fuck them. Hey, you showing you weren't willing to fucking be firm and have the courage to your convictions and be willing to stand in opposition and challenge the people that try to bring you down. So you know what? You had your chance. You fucking blew it. I'm still sticking with the Ford Nation, folks. Hashtag Ford Nation. At least you know that fucking Doug Ford is not going to fucking backtrack or weasel out or fucking be scared or you know, cower or be a chicken shit when he's being opposed or confronted by these progressive, these leftists, these collectivists, these authoritarian dipshits. At least we know Doug is going to fucking stand firm in his convictions and rise to the occasion. So, sorry, Patrick. You had your chance. You fucking blew it. Better luck next time. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.